What the is up, you guys? It's your girl Jaslyn, and I'm back with another video. So I have been gone for years at this point, and so much has happened, so let's talk about it. I'm here to just spill my tea. I graduated college with a bachelor's degree in mass communications, TV, radio, and film. And then after that, you know, I had that boyfriend or whatever. We're not together anymore. We broke up years ago. So right after that, then I had a breakup with my ex-best friend. She did something like very weird. I guess I'll get into, I might make a story time about that. We'll see. And it was around the time of my birthday. I don't play by my birthday. So, and she knew that. So I'm like, you just have to go, like, all together, just sayonara. Next, after that, I just was like living my best life, my early 20s. I'm 27 now. I got closer to God, and honestly, my life was perfect. I feel like everything was starting to go well for me. But then I met this man. And then I stopped being as close to God as I was. And then my life started to fall apart, you guys. So I met this man, really didn't even know him. We moved in with each other within like, what, 2 months? Crazy. Don't ever do that. I'll probably make a story time about that whole relationship because it was very traumatic. Like, seriously. So whatever. We was together for a few months, lived in the same house together. It was awful. Then we ended up breaking up, so I moved back home to my parents. And when I tell you guys, I was depressed because I liked being in an apartment, not with him, but I liked being just independent. I didn't want to be in my parents' house anymore because living with them, it's not like they treated me like an adult. They still treated me like a child. Like, I still felt like I was 16 years old. I understand I'm trying to respect their space, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm trapped. Like, I feel stuck. I was supposed to move to Houston with my sister before I met that man, and as soon as I met him, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna stay. And I stayed, and that was one of the worst decisions I've made in my life. Like, don't ever put your plans on pause for a man, especially a man you don't even know. Like, don't do that. Like, if you have a dream and you have something that you want to do it regardless of who you're with, because I stayed and then I was miserable for basically a whole year, honestly. So then boom, after that, I just wanted to be numb to the world. Like, I didn't want to feel anything, I didn't want to do anything. I was so sad and I felt so lost. So with that being said, my brother reached out and told me that he wanted me to move to LA with him and kind of just get my life together. The proposal was coming to visit on a one-way ticket. I really didn't have nothing. Like, I had a job. I was a bartender, and I quit that job because I just was unhappy there too. Being a bartender is a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience. Men are hitting on you all day without even giving you a tip. Or the tip being $5. Whose number is you getting for $5? Anyway, that's another story. Yeah, he told me just come out here for a little bit. I told my friends, and they were all like, you are not coming back. And I was like, I'm coming back. Even the guy that I was talking to at the time, I actually had to end it because I didn't want it to go anywhere. So when I came out here, my brother started taking me out to all these like cool parties and these cool events, and I started to feel motivated again. Then I started to feel like I really wasted my life. Like, I felt sad again because I was like, wow, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I have this degree. I know what I want to do, but I'm not doing it. And I'm sabotaging myself. Like, literally, I have this thing where I'll start something, but I don't finish it. Like, YouTube. I was on YouTube. I was being consistent. Got to 300. Whoa, what am I at? Hold on, maybe. How many subscribers am I at? I had 299 subscribers. And if I kept going, I would have been like, you know what I mean? I just, whatever. So I got to $2.99 and I stopped. And then I was on TikTok and I was doing well on there too. Then I stopped when I started growing. Then I was doing these lives on Instagram, and once I started, I don't know, getting more attention for them, I stopped. Like, I don't know. I have a therapist now, and I told her, like, maybe I have a fear of success. But whatever it is, I'm shaking it off because I truly believe that I was destined to be someone great. I don't know, like, I don't know why I stop when I'm doing well. That's the thing. It's like my life could be going great, and then I'll stop. And then I'll get sad. So realizing that that is my cycle, I'm trying to break it. Like, I'm really trying to break it this time around. Like, I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be inconsistent. I don't want to be depressed anymore because of myself. Like, a lot of my issues that I've had in the last few years, I realized they were because of me. Like, even like shitty friends, I knew something was wrong with them, and I still allowed them to be in my life, and then they did the same thing again. When people show you who they are, believe them. When my ex was showing me who he was, that he was a manipulative narcissist, I should have believed him, but I wanted to see the good in him. This girl, I knew she was a weirdo, and I didn't want to believe it. But that's really on me because I knew better. My intuition is crazy. I can always feel when something's not right with somebody. But yet, I still try to give them the benefit of the doubt. So it just sucks when I feel like I'm just a great friend and my friends and people in my life try to shit on me. I did not deserve that at all. Oh my gosh, then I was dating this guy. I had to cut him off because he did some weirdo stuff, and I just don't have time for the weirdo shit. Now once I see a red flag, I let people go. Anyway, I really needed to leave the nest because I was suffocating. And at one point, I didn't want to, you know, myself, but I was asking God to. I was asking God to get rid of me because I just couldn't take it anymore. It was like blow after blow after blow, and I was drinking so much and I was smoking so much, and I just felt so lonely. Hold on. And I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful that God did not listen to me, because I'm happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, mental health needs to be taken way more serious because, and mind you, I was the goofy friend, the one making everybody laugh, the one encouraging everybody, but I needed the encouragement. Pouring into everybody's cup, my mind was empty. And I'm just grateful that my brother saw me and saw something in me and knew that I had to get out of that environment. There's so many people who go through mental health problems and don't have a village like I do. Like, my sister was like, you need to come out here and live with me. My brother said, come out here and live with me. My uncle said I could move to Miami. Like, I had resources. Like, people love me. So I had to realize, like, I truly have something to live for. I really do have something to live for, and I'm happy to be here. Life isn't always gonna be peaches and cream. You're gonna have dark, gloomy days. But even when you have those dark and gloomy days, I don't want to think about like, oh, it could always be worse, because that's, in a way, that's kind of like belittling what you're going through. Because what you're going through is serious, and if you feel like it's a reason for you to be sad, then don't let anybody invalidate your feelings. However, I will say what you're going through is not worth taking your life, or, you know, asking God to take you out the game. So I will say, I'm so thankful for my brother. Moving here has taught me a lot, but I will say I know for sure that this isn't the city for me. Like, I'm gonna move again. I just feel better, 100%. Got my therapist. I really love my therapist. Like, she is so nice. She reminds me to be kind to myself, be gracious to myself, you know, set a routine for myself, and just basically, she tells me to celebrate the small win. If I was consistent for a week, that's something to celebrate. Because if I have a hard time with consistency, that's an accomplishment. So I am very hard on myself. And she told me, like, you know, you just need to give yourself more grace. And at the same time, hold yourself accountable. So if I say I'm going to work out today and I didn't work out today, make sure I hold myself accountable to work out tomorrow. Like, don't just say, oh, it's, you know, it's okay because you worked out the day before. Yeah, but let's get back on the wagon. If you want to take a break, the break is not supposed to be indefinitely. You're supposed to take a break and then come back. So that's what I'm learning. Got my new boo. I really like him. He's coming to see me this weekend, so y'all might get a vlog. Got my friends, got my family, got a place to lay my head every day. Don't pay rent. Get you a something like that. I have a job, great benefits, but I want to do more. So I'm grateful for what I have, but there's just some things I have to do that are personal to me, like this, like doing YouTube. Like this was one of my dreams, and I literally stopped because I got in my own head. Nobody said you're whack, you need to stop. It was nothing like that. It was just me in my own head. So I'm gonna get out of that because I do lives on Instagram too. I started back on Sunday and I was so nervous, like, oh my god, nobody's gonna come, it's gonna be whack, like I'm gonna mess up. And when I tell y'all, it exceeded my expectation. My goal after I ended the live was to get 100 likes and then at least 500 views, and right now I'm at 620 views and 103 likes, and I posted that 2 days ago. So it's really all in my head. Like, who said nobody's gonna show up for you? Who said nobody's gonna watch? Who said nobody's gonna like it? I'm just gonna keep making goals and I'm gonna keep hitting them. So my goal for YouTube is to get 1,000 in 6 months. In 6 months of consistency. That's the key. If you're consistent, people are going to show up and show out for you. Whew, that was a lot to unpack. Thank you guys so much for coming back. Thank you guys so much for not giving up on me, for not unsubscribing. I really do appreciate the support, and I'm back, I'm better, and I'm here to stay, okay? So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.